welcome to another episode of the Verde Valley Experience. I'm your host, Jennifer Cohen. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, hope you're having an amazing summer. I know the kids are going to be going back to school soon. We say that inside as parents, but there's still lots of great things going on, lots of great things for adults, lots of great things for kids. Way to extend your summer by doing lots of fun things and, of course, lots of great happenings in the Verde Valley. Today on our show, we're going to have with us Ken Zoll. He's the president of the Phillip England Center for the Performing Arts Foundation, and he's going to be here to talk about the foundation and its upcoming jazz concert. Yes, bringing culture to Camp Verde at last. It's absolutely awesome. Great acoustics. It's a beautiful venue, comfortable seating. It's very quickly going to be your favorite place for entertainment. So Ken's going to fill us in on what's going on there. Then we'll talk with Camp Verde Library Director Kathy Hellman, and she's bringing with her teen librarian Zach Garcia. Kathy and Zach will talk about what's new and exciting at the library, all the ongoing programs, things having to do with kids going back to school and the end of summer and things like that. They're going to fill us in on that. Then we'll talk with Jane Davie from the Verde Valley Farmers Market. Yes, it's the perfect time to go to a farmers market. Lots of new things happening there. That is in Camp Verde, one of our many wonderful ones around the state, but probably one of my favorites in the state for sure. Then we'll go on location, courtesy of our sponsors at Cat and Verde Links, and we'll go to the home of author Pat McMahon, who is going to give us a tour of his private museum, which houses probably the largest agate collection in the world. It's absolutely gorgeous, just like his book, and we get a nice little private sneak peek inside. And then we'll have music from Edward Cooper. He's amazing. Ed is awesome. He performs great solo acoustic rock and roll, but he's also in a duo, a trio, and he is a band member for one of Verde Valley's most popular bands, Cattywampus. Well, he's in here to give us a treat today, so that's going to be an awesome way to end our show. We'll go ahead and get started. We have with us Ken Zoll. Ken, nice to see you.
Nice to see you again as well.
Yes, awesome. You're wearing the Phillip England Center for the Performing Arts Foundation hat today.
That is correct. Yes.
Yes, your titles are long. No matter where you are, your titles are long.
I can't help that.
You're just important.
No, I wouldn't say that.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on with the Phillip England these days.
Well, Phillip England Center for the Performing Arts is part of the Camp Verde school system, and we recognized about a year or so ago that it really wasn't being used fully. It's a nice 430-seat auditorium, and so we've created the foundation just a year ago, and our function is to raise funds to upgrade the facility, the sound, the lighting, etc., for the kids as well as for performances. And in doing so, we're doing a number of concerts. And so last season was our first concert. We had about 6. This year we have 8, and we might end up with 12 by the time we're done.
Wow.
And this year we're starting with jazz, 2-day jazz festival over the Labor Day weekend. I hope to eventually get it to be 3 days and all day instead of just evening concerts. So we have big plans for the jazz concert. And then we have blues, then we have classical, then we have big band, then we have country, bluegrass, and then we end the season with our very popular Grand Ole Opry of about 20 different local musicians.
Wow. That is fantastic. So you looked at this beautiful space, and of course you had to put some work into it, some effort, as you say, the lighting and the sound. It wasn't quite up to snuff. And you saw the possibilities here.
Right.
But why? Why do all that work?
Well, when you think about it, most of the live entertainment is over in Sedona. And they have the Performing Arts Center there, and they have the Harkins Theater, and then they have the Mary Fisher Theater. Well, I live in the village of Oak Creek, and I don't like going into Sedona because of all the roundabouts, and especially now with all the traffic. And so a lot of the people that we know and we work with down at Camp Verde and Cottonwood, etc., just don't want to go into Sedona if they can help it. So we're trying to come up with alternative entertainment for people that don't want to go into Sedona. And it's a 450-seat auditorium, 430-seat, and we can price it a lot lower than some other venues. And so the idea is just to bring entertainment, etc., down. And we're working with film festivals as well. So hopefully next year we'll actually be doing films there on a weekly basis. And then actually we're hoping to participate in the Sedona Film Festival and actually be a week-long venue down in Camp Verde.
That's wonderful. That's definitely an underserved population,
yes,
for sure. As far as the entertainment goes, everyone in the Verde Valley is hungry for entertainment. And yes, trekking into Sedona, if you're from, Camp Verde or Cottonwood or Clarkdale or something like that, is quite a hike. But Camp Verde is very easy to get to. The road's all cleaned up now, so it certainly makes it a quick and easy trip in and to go to the center. And as far as the foundation goes, what are the goals for the future for the Phillip England Center?
Well, the foundation's primary goal is, as I said, to raise funds to improve the facility for the students. By the way, all of our concerts are free for children and students. So if you have a family, if you got 3 kids, they're all free to get in. You have to buy a ticket, but the ticket is free. It's $0. And so what we want to do is bring more performing arts centers to students, get them more familiar with different types of performances. At some point, we're going to want to bring in plays and other types of activities. And for example, right now we're raising money for musical instruments for the band. The Theater Guild needs some funding for some of the material that they need for their plays, etc. So we're going to support the school and the students, but not just Camp Verde students. So students from any place in the valley are always going to be free to get in. So we've actually had clubs or bands of kids come in, say 6 or 7 of them coming in as a group, and they get in for free. And so it's just to get them involved in music and performing arts, etc., and just raise that educational level.
Nice. Yes, absolutely. Getting them exposure to the arts and to culture that in a lot of small towns we don't have the ability to, but you're bringing in top of the line. I mean, you have already, and to bring in even more things in this jazz festival sounds like an absolute hoot.
Yeah, last year was our first attempt. We did just a 1 day, and it went over very, very well. In fact, the primary comment that we had afterwards was, how could you find these people and bring them to Camp Verde? Was the comment. And so we had Dom Moyo, who is an instructor at Arizona State University, but he was the drummer at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas for 25 years before that. And he's played with every major entertainer that you can think of. So he has a quartet that he brings up. And then we're expanding it to Friday evening as well. And Dan Bresnan is bringing his quintet up. And so we'll have Friday evening would be jazz and blues, and same with Saturday would be jazz and blues, both at 7 o'clock.
That's right. The festival is now 2 days, August 30th and 31st at 7 o'clock. And when does it go till?
Till 9.
Till 9? Okay. So a nice, good 2 hours of just amazing music.
Right.
Wow. That's so. Are you a jazz fan yourself?
I always have been, yes. And so because of that, I've picked up my trumpet again. And who knows? Some days I may actually join them in. We'll see.
My gosh.
But no promises.
Well, that's a scream.
So
I love it. I'm amazed that children and students can get in for free. I'm amazed that you can do that. I think that's a really wonderful thing to do, because it's a lot of reason why people leave their kids at home, because they go, wow, it's another ticket. That makes 3. That makes 5 of us versus just 2 or 1, and it's cost prohibitive to families. But the fact that you can do this is really impressive.
Well, we're pricing the tickets such that we will at least break even. We're not expecting to make a bundle on any particular concert, and so the ticket prices are such that we could bring in 100 kids for free, and not really have a problem with that.
Wow.
And if we get a little tight, well, we'll find some people to come in and support that. So, and we've gone for some grants, haven't received any yet, but we're going for grants that will help fund that as well.
Okay.
And we're looking for corporate sponsors or businesses that might want to support it, underwrite it, contribute to help fund the kids' admissions. So we're putting the word out, and little by little, we hope it'll grow. But for now, we just want to get the kids in and see some live entertainment.
Nice. That's wonderful. And is there a range of ticket prices?
For the majority of the concerts, it's $20 for the first 8 rows center, and the rest of the facility, almost 400 of the seats, is $15. There's only 2 concerts that are $5 more, $25 and $20, because they're high-end record people. So when you bring in people who are recording artists, they usually want a little bit more, especially when they bring in these groups that are 6, 7, and 8 musicians that are backing them up. So it gets a little more expensive.
Yes, of course, more people to pay for sure. How do we get tickets? Do we go online if we go to pecpaf.com?
Yes, pecpaf.com or campverdejazz.com. That's a little easier to remember, campverdejazz.com. For our blues concert, it's campverdeblues.com. But the general one is pecpaf, pecpaf.com.
Oh, great. Okay, so we have the jazz concert coming up on August 30th and 31st. Tickets are still available.
Oh, yes.
If we go online, we can go ahead. There you go, pecpaf.com. You can check that out. A beautiful venue in Camp Verde. And, of course, the listing of all the things you have in the upcoming season are on the website of all the things that are going to be happening.
Yes, on the website you can click on concerts and download the entire season.
Excellent.
Okay.
That's great. So you can mark it off on your calendar now.
Right.
That's great. Go, I want to go this one. I want to go to this one. I want to go to this one. Kind of like looking through a catalog at Christmas. Oh, I want this, this, and this. I'm going to go to that concert and that concert.
That's right.
Ken, awesome. Thanks for bringing culture to Camp Verde.
Well, it's a pleasure.
You are absolutely amazing. Ken Zoll, the president of the Phillip England Center for the Performing Arts Foundation. Go to pecpaf.com. Check them out. They're at 210 Camp Lincoln Road in Camp Verde. Can't miss it. Beautiful, gorgeous building. We'll be right back with more of the Verde Valley Experience, so don't go away. Breakthrough Medicine's Dr. Shada Sina offers comprehensive hormone testing and customized hormone therapy with a focus on lifestyle medicine, weight loss, allergy drops, brain and digestive health, seasonal detox, and nutrition. Dr. Sina is a referral physician for Suzanne Summers, specializing in bioidentical hormones for men and women. Breakthrough Medicine is located in Cottonwood's Hot Yoga Plaza. Call for a 15-minute complimentary new patient consultation, 928-649-0269, or visit online at breakthrough-medicine.com.
Been hearing about the crazy benefits of CBD? Find out how CBD can help you at Sedona's #1 resource, CBD Sedona. Come in for a free consultation and let our trained medical staff help you find the perfect product for you. Pain-relieving salves, full-spectrum oils, honeys, teas, cookies, and even CBD for pets. Ready to feel fantastic? Come on by CBD Sedona today.
Northern Arizona Thermal Imaging uses a state-of-the-art medical digital camera to take a picture and create a map of the body's infrared patterns, later interpreted by an MD specially trained in reading thermography. Northern Arizona Thermal Imaging is the leading medical imaging and proactive healthcare, detecting early danger signs years before other tools, finding early breast disease up to 8 years before mammography may detect it. Schedule a scan with Carol today. Northern Arizona Thermal Imaging. Say yes to thermography.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We're now here with Kathy Hellman. She's the library director for the Camp Verde Community Library. And we have with us Zach Garcia, a teen librarian. So fun! This
Thank
is
you
fun.
for having us.
I know.
Yeah,
I love
we're
the big
really
smiles.
excited.
You guys always bring in the studio such big smiles, Kathy. Every time we speak to you, big smiles.
We're happy doing our job.
Yeah.
And-
Well, the library is absolutely gorgeous. Since the renovation a few years ago, that library is the most beautiful museum-like atmosphere. But not museum-like stuffy and don't touch anything. Museum-like gorgeous.
It can get a little noisy sometimes because it's well loved and well used.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's
But,
wonderful.
Yeah, I like to hear noise in the library. If it's sitting there dead silence, there's not enough people here. So, yeah. Speaking of that, we just hired a new children's librarian.
Right on.
After 5 months without one.
Wow.
We were really hurting during the open position. So her name's Jennifer Jackson. She was an elementary school teacher for 15 years at Camp Verde Unified School District.
Wow.
And she has a lot of energy, a lot of fun new programs happening. So anybody in the Camp Verde area should stop by and meet Jenny. She goes by Jenny.
Okay.
She is starting some new programs. One of them is Mommy and Me for mommies with really little children. She's going to be doing some Saturday programs, some special programs on Saturdays. So we're really excited to have her. This summer she's been working with the Saturday campers from Parks and Recreation, and they've been doing all kinds of programs all day Tuesday. They've collaborated with library staff to write a story that will go out in the story walk at Rosanico Park in August.
Wow.
So we're really excited to see some of those results from having somebody in the library that can manage our children's department.
Nice. That's a wonderful addition.
It is.
That is. Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Someday maybe she'll come and you can meet
There
her.
we go.
Yeah.
We can.
Yeah.
Well, we have you today, Zach. So tell us about your position there at the library.
So I'm the teen librarian. My patrons are between the ages of 12 and 17, 18 if they're still in high school. And yeah, they're just a lot of fun. I get along with them a whole lot better than I do with the little kids because I can talk to them like young adults, like people. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. My kid, the biggest difference between like the library and the school is that you know, they have to go to school, but my kids are there because they want to be there, and it's a lot of fun. So Thursdays, after I leave here actually, is game night from 5 to 8, and I get pizza, and we have, you know, board games and video games and card games, and it's just a real great, fun place to be. It's a safe place for them to be, and there's just a lot of kids having a lot of fun. Usually we'll have anywhere between 20 and 30 kids on a Thursday night. Record is 42, I think, at one point. Yeah, which is
It's a lot of pizza.
a lot. Yeah, the pizza goes. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Wow. And that starts at what time?
5 o'clock. 5 to close every Thursday night.
Wow.
Rain, shine. Unless it's a major holiday, we were closed on the 4th. That was
Right.
a Thursday. But other than that, all year round.
Is there a fee for that program?
No, just show up, bring your friends, come make new friends. If you've got a fun game that you want to share with other people, you can do that.
Cool.
It's been a lot of fun and really successful.
Wow.
And then kind of from that spawned the next big thing that I'm working on. So in November 9th, we are going to have the very first Verde Valley Game Con.
Cool.
So games are kind of my thing. I play a lot of games. I grew up playing video games. Now I play a lot of Magic the Gathering. It's a trading card game. And other areas around neighboring communities, like Cottonwood, for example, has the Verde Valley Comic Expo, and Prescott Valley had the Fandomanium, and I wanted something like that was a big convention-style event that would bring lots and lots of people in.
Cool.
But I didn't want to do a copy and paste either. Like, I wanted it to have its own identity. So I was brainstorming with some friends, and there's like, why don't you do games? And I said, that's awesome. Let's do it. So that was, I don't know, probably
A year or so ago?
Yeah,
Started talking about it.
yeah, a while ago, and it's, you know, been pieced together, and I've got, you know, people that are helping me with it. Jan-Mark Kiesenbing, who the Comic Expo was his brainchild.
Jan-Mark's wonderful.
Yeah, he's fantastic. So he's been helping me a lot with that. We're partnering with Game On in Prescott. Josh Foreman is the owner there, and he knows games, and he's done events like this before, so he's
amazing.
partnering with it. Yeah.
And that's coming up in November.
Yep, November 9th, and it's
Sweet.
going to be from...
Huge. It's going to be
Yes.
huge.
That's the idea, is on that day, we're going to cease being a library, and you're going to come in,
Right.
and it's just going to be a big game convention.
Cool.
And my goal is to have something for everybody, all ages, you know, young, old, and you know, no matter what experience you have with games or what kind of games you like, I want you to be able to find something. So
man.
card games, board games, video games.
Twister.
Yeah. I mean, if you want,
Wow. It really sounds like it encompasses the theme at the library, something for everyone.
Yeah,
because
true.
you have so much going on there all the time. I know on August 24th you have the opening of the Smithsonian Waterways exhibit.
We do, yes.
Yeah.
That's coming. We're partnering with Friends of the Verde River on that, and it's really a neat exhibit, and a lot of events are surrounding it. So all through August and into October, actually all the way to January, we have some programs that are associated with waterways and understanding the value of our Verde Valley, all the watershed, you know, not just the Verde River, but Clear Creek, Fossil Creek, Oak Creek, all of the different waterways in the Verde Valley, and how important they are to all of our way of life here and all of Arizona, honestly. So
That's true. You do wonderful exhibits there. I've seen several exhibits
this one's
there.
a really beautiful one. I've gone to it and I've seen, and we've practiced putting it up, so it's easy to put up, but it's really attractive.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to seeing people come to that.
Great, and that goes up on August 24th.
It does, through October 5th. Yeah.
And you do something else called Yavapai Outreach Presents Help with Housing and More. Tell us about that program.
That's a new program that's just starting at Camp Verde. It's a group of people actually that originated over in the Prescott area, and they've been looking at ways to serve people who are struggling with either homelessness or issues with getting affordable housing or other benefits that they deserve, like veterans benefits. So there's a huge group of people that serve this population, the low income, people who have been, for whatever reason, out of their house, and so they can help. People can come and talk one-on-one with the representatives from Yavapai Outreach to get the resources that they need to get help with the either medical or housing or other benefits that they don't know how to get on their own. Sure. So it's sponsored by several different people. Goodwill will be involved, the veterans, veterans, I think probably the VA, but because I haven't really attended one of the meetings in Prescott yet, but I understand there's a huge group of people who have collaborated to try to solve some of the issues that the communities in Yavapai County have regarding homelessness or poverty. Wow. So yeah, we're very excited about getting involved in that.
Right. That's wonderful. Yeah. The Camp Verde Library is such a resource center. You know, the kids, an outlet for meeting new people, playing games and working their brains in that manner. And folks that could be using some help can come and through this program. And then of course, if you want to expand your horizons through art and exhibits, that's a good place too. And of course, it's a library. They have 1.5 million books or more. It's absolutely gorgeous. What are your hours there at the library these days, Kathy?
We're open 6 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 9 to 8. 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay. And we do occasionally do after-hours events, so, you know.
Oh, very good, very good. You can go to cvlibrary.org as well. If you go to cvlibrary.org, the programs are there, information, of course, on their hours, information on what's happening. I'm sure GameCon will be all over it shortly enough. That's coming up in November, and this is just a great resource for you. Go there, check it out. The Camp Verde Library, it's absolutely gorgeous. You can't miss it. Kathy, thank you so much. Zach, thank you for being here. I love your enthusiasm, both of you.
Thank you.
We don't normally do that with libraries. You think enthusiasm and library, not quite, but you guys changed the game.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So thank you very much for what you're doing. We'll be right back with more of the Verde Valley Experience, so don't go away.
Regrow, repair, replace. Regenerative medicine is the process of creating living, functional tissues to repair or replace tissue or organ function lost due to age, disease, damage, or congenital defects. Dr. Forrest Lanchbury and the team at Sedona Regenerative Medicine specialize in finding relief for patients suffering from chronic pain. Contact Sedona Regenerative Medicine to learn about anti-aging medicines that will help your body heal itself. 928-282-2520 or SedonaRegen.com.
Solid Rock Fitness is a one-on-one fitness studio specializing in fitness over 50. I train older adults of all fitness levels, from athletes and avid sports participants to folks with chronic pain to those recovering from surgeries. You and I will focus on strength training to improve overall muscle tone, core conditioning, balance, agility, flexibility, and nutrition. Mastery of these components of fitness will help you live your life to the fullest with confidence and competence.
Start your journey toward better health with Ageless Touches Massage Therapy. Licensed massage therapist Richard Stevens uses the latest and best equipment to relieve scar tissue, electronic smog, and tinnitus. Ageless Touches does everything they can to work your issues down to the bone. Improve your path to better health with Ageless Touches Massage.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. Yay! We get to talk about one of my favorite things now, farmers markets, and not just any farmers market, but the Verde Valley Farmers Market in Camp Verde. We have Jane Davie with us. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Jen. Nice to see you again.
Always good to see you. I love it when you come in the studio every year to talk about the farmers market.
You just like the produce and the flowers.
I did. Well, no, I like you too. You're just as cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you do such a great job bringing this beautiful basket of an array of things that you can get at the market. I've been shopping at farmers markets for years. I love them. And I tell you, the one in Camp Verde is knock your socks off amazing.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We're called the Mayberry of farmers markets.
Yep. And for those, I know everybody knows who. Explain that in case somebody missed the reference.
It's just a very family-friendly, I don't know how to explain it. It's just very family-friendly oriented. Everyone knows everyone's name. When we're setting up in the morning, the vendors are all helping each other. It's just, it's just a very, very fun feeling.
Nice, excellent. And that happens every Saturday at 8 a.m. until noon, all the way through October 5th.
Yes.
Which is great.
We do have a fall market. It's only 6 weeks. We take 1 week off during Fort Verde days, and then we will have a fall market.
Nice.
Just for about 5 weeks.
That's good. So we can still get our wonderful, we've got farm grown produce, we have that great Wingfield bread.
Yes.
So you can make a meal. If you go, you don't go to the grocery store, go to the farmer's market.
You can, really. We have beef, pork, chicken. You can get all 3 of those there. Then if you're vegetarian, obviously we have lots of vegetables.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So, and right now we've just started to see tomatoes coming in the last couple weeks. So the next few weeks, be looking for tomatoes. That's what everyone's interested in right now.
Oh, the best tomatoes. Oh yeah.
Something else is fruit's been really good this year. It was just a good winter and spring, lots of moisture. So we have lots of fruit just coming out our ears at the market. So come and enjoy some fruit.
Nice. So fruits and veggies, and of course you have bread and you have flowers. And what else do you have at the market these days?
We have microgreens. We do have lots of kale, cabbage, salad type greens. Those are all very good. Everything there, lots of onions, garlic. Lots of people are into the garlic thing.
Yeah.
Honey. We have a lot of honey, a couple of honey vendors. Pies. Lots of pies. So if you like pies, make it out. Check out the pies.
Oh my gosh. Yep. See, you can make a meal. I always love doing that. I go, what are we having for dinner, Mom? I said, well, we're going to the farmer's market. That's what we're having for dinner, what we can make out of the farmer's market. And that's always fun. And you get the kids involved, and the kids love that. Because at the grocery store, it's kind of boring. You know, it's very sterile. Everything's in rows. It's not very exciting. Nothing smells, you know,
You're exactly right.
You take the family to the farmer's market. It's an outing. There's no cost. It's entertaining. And you can pick up dinner. You can support your local farmers. You can eat well, eat organic, eat it right. It's fresh. You don't find stuff like that, you know, at the grocery store.
It is fun when the kids come. A lot of kids are not familiar with some of the vegetables, so it's really an educational experience, as well as just the colors and the smells. Just, it really, everywhere you look, you just something new and different that you want to go check out. So
absolutely.
It is very family
in your basket,
friendly.
you have a purple bell pepper. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yes.
I've never seen a purple bell pepper before.
This is a tequila pepper. It obviously doesn't taste like tequila, but the purple color is really pretty when added to a salad.
It is pretty. See, I didn't know about that. How about that? And of course, all your hot peppers, you got to have your hot peppers in there too, and potatoes and things. And
the other thing with our vendors, they do a lot of canning. You know, when you've got so much produce, people do the canning. So we do have a lot of salsas, jams, that kind of stuff.
Right.
And nice variety.
Oh, very nice, very nice. And then do you have, as well as, you've got goat soap products and things like that?
Yes. We still have the crazy Terry doing goat soap.
Yep, Terry, I tell you what, makes the best goat products. I know, it's not an advertisement, but I tell you what, I've been using Terry's products forever. I follow her around. I'm a groupie. I'm a Terry groupie. She's amazing.
Good. I think that it's nice as we really try to stay a local market. We want all of our products to be grown, raised within 50 miles of Camp Verde, and we pretty much stick to that. Once in a while, we might have to bend the rules for something special, but we really like to support local.
Certainly.
That is what we're about.
Yeah, that really is the root of it. You're shopping local. Of course, you're eating what's grown in your area, which is better for you. And of course, supporting those people doing that so that you can then, again, have the produce and things like that.
Well, and they're your neighbors. They live a mile from you. So your garlic's harvested a mile from where you live, or your tomatoes are raised down the street. So I think that's great.
Yeah, it fosters great community as well, keeping our community healthy in that way, keeping your dollars local. We always talk about shopping local and things like that.
Right.
This is a very good way to do that and be healthy for the environment and create all kinds of wonderful things for the families and for everyone around you and the community itself. It's really bolstered by that.
Something else we started last year and we're continuing it this year is trying to get to be a plastic free. So when you come to the market, please bring your reusable bags, but if you don't have them, we do have our own bags for sale at the market. So we're really encouraging that so everyone's using less plastic.
Excellent. That's great. Because you know how it is. I have probably 100 of those bags. Some of them are quite wonderful. And yet I'll go and, oh my God, I left my bags
Forgot
in
it,
the car.
yes. So we do have them for sale for $2. And then I notice that people keep bringing them back. I think they really take some pride in it. That from their farmers market.
That is true.
So,
You know, that's a big thing. You
Yes,
know,
it is. Yes,
they've
it is.
gained popularity again, which is really wonderful. People are really getting it. For a while, you know, let's go to the grocery store. But now it's like, oh no, there's a farmers market. I know my daughter loves farmers markets. If we pass one, she's like, we have to go. Like, but we have to go to the farmers market. She loves going to farmers markets, which is weird for a teenager to say, I love going to farmers markets. But it just, that feeling that you get when you go to a farmers market. It's a wonderful way to spend the morning. The mornings are nice and cool still. You know, it's located on Holloman and Main Street in Camp Verde.
Yes.
Yep.
Just to let you know, this is Corn Fest this weekend. We will have Hauser's corn for sale at the farmers market.
Great.
So that'll be a big festive day.
Oh my gosh, yeah, a huge day. Everyone laughs when I say, oh, we have this festival around corn here. They laugh. I go, no, you haven't had the corn. It's
Right,
unbelievable. You know, the best corn in the world.
Oh, good.
For sure. So,
Yes.
oh my gosh, Jane, I love that you do this. I love that
thank you, Jen.
you really get into it, and I can see that it serves you well. And
Thank
you've
you.
been involved in it for years and years.
Yes,
and
I
years.
have.
Yeah. What do you think makes it successful?
I think that the vendors return year and year. It's hard getting new, younger vendors, but this year and last year we started getting some younger people, and that's what drives it. You've got to have those young people come in, and they continue to be vendors at the market and bring in new products. So I think that's what really helps the market. And everyone likes to come and chat in the mornings, you know. It's not just buying and leaving. They like to sit and chat with the vendors and how they grow their produce. And so I think that's what really makes our market.
Yep, I
The
agree.
Mayberry Market.
Sounds good to me. You can check them out on Facebook. If you go to Verde Valley Farmers Market, they're on Facebook. Great. Lots of pictures, lots of fun things, little interviews. It's a really great Facebook page. So go ahead and check them out on Facebook. That's the Verde Valley Farmers Market that happens on Saturday from 8 until noon through October 5th. Okay? That's on Holloman and Main Street in Camp Verde. We'll see you there. Thanks for coming in, Jane.
Thanks, Jan.
We'll be right back with more of the experience, so don't go away.
Show your customers how much they matter to you. Follow up with a real card in just 60 seconds with Send Out Cards. Send Out Cards makes it easy for busy professionals to leave a memorable impression. Stay in touch with a simple one-step process from your phone or computer to their mailbox. Call Judy today at 928-202-2557. That's 928-202-2557.
Award-winning Soundbites Grill is an entertainment restaurant located in Uptown Sedona at the Hyatt Pinion Point Resort. Open for lunch and dinner, featuring fresh fish, all-natural hand-cut beef, even a full vegan menu. Family-friendly, open 11:30 to 9, late dining on Friday and Saturday. Soundbites Grill has some of the best views of the Sedona Red Rocks. Offers world-class entertainment, food, fun, and music.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We now have the extreme pleasure to be brought into one of the most wonderful places. If you're into rocks like I am, you need to meet Pat McMahon, who is wow, what would you call yourself? besides a rock hound? I mean, you're more than a rock
I'm just a passionate agate collector.
There you go.
Yeah.
A passionate agate collector has collected well over 8,000 pieces, just 8,000 pieces in your museum. Tell us about your museum that you have, Pat.
Well, it's a cross-section of agates from about 500 different locations. There's quite a variety of agates, the different types of agates represented. And it's the work of about 30 years of, I've been very fortunate to have been retired that long, and so it's been a full-time passion, and I actually go out and dig these silly rocks, and I've been all over, and I've been to Argentina and Mexico. I spent a great deal of time in Mexico until things got dangerous down there, and I've been to Canada, and of course up to Alaska, and 20 other states in the U.S. collecting these rocks.
That's amazing. And you seem to like to specialize in agates. Why did you choose agate?
Well, as a kid, when I was 8 years old, I had a neighbor friend that was a rock hound in his 70s, and he was passionate about agates, and he loved to cut them, and I'd go over to his place and we would cut and polish and get ready for shows, get his displays set up and catalog his collection and all that sort of thing. And it was, we had a lot of fun together.
Oh,
and
I bet.
It left an impression with me that stuck for a lifetime.
And what is an agate? I mean, most people know what a crystal is. You see quartz crystals and amethysts, and then you have rock. What's the difference?
Agate is actually a type of quartz. It's a non-crystalline quartz, and it often forms as a result of volcanic ash, like you have at Mount St. Helens. So you have a lava flow like you have in Hawaii, that has gas pockets and cracks in it, and those become the future home of agates, and then you have a subsequent eruption with volcanic ash, and then it rains on top of the ash, and the rainwater comes down, picks up the silica or the ash. Ash is a form of quartz, and it deposits it, soaks through the lava rock, fills the gas pockets, and in the process, if it picks up minerals, then you have agates that are colored and have inclusions of different kinds, tree-like inclusions, needles and other inclusions. And so that's, then what happens is it rains, the ash is washed away after millions of years, and the lava rock turns into this rich, dark soil, and then the agates are just laying there for us to pick up.
They're just laying there like that. That's the most amazing thing. Now, they're not just laying there. They're hunks of raw rock. Now, I'm holding a piece of malachite, which is one of my favorites. This is a raw piece. And tell us, if you can, briefly, the lapidary process of taking something from this to this.
Well, what we did on this one, we typically take them out to the cutting room and cut slices or cut an edge off. We call it a window. And then we polish it. And there's different types of equipment available to polish it. This one, we used a grinder, and we ground it down and kind of contour polished it. And if we did that one that way, it would be very interesting as well. Often petrified wood is done that way.
Oh, yes. That's one of my favorites. Now, how many hours, I mean, not particularly this piece, because I can't imagine how many hours would go into that.
Actually, a piece like that would take probably 4 or 5 hours.
Really? Is that all?
Yeah.
Oh, I would think more.
So you start out with a real rough grinding wheel, and then you go to smoother and smoother. It'd be just like...
Hence all these wheels behind us.
Yes, right, exactly.
Now, you did an amazing thing. Besides collecting a million rocks, you wrote the most beautiful book. Tell us about your book.
Well, the book is 500 pages, 1,250 color photographs that my son and I took of agates from 300 locations. And it is it's photos from my collection. The book is called Agates, the Pat McMahon Collection, and I've been told by a number of agate collectors it's as beautiful Agate book has been published.
Really?
So it just came out, and we're very excited about it.
I bet.
And the reviews have just been terrific.
It is really the most gorgeous book I think I've ever seen.
Oh,
the
thank you.
photographs are incredible. You can check it out on Amazon. Love Amazon. That's a great place to get books. You can also get it off the website, agateswithinclusions.com.
Right.
Right? So you can check that out. Huge, and it's a coffee table book. You know, it's one of those pieces of art that you lay out on your table next to all your new rock collection that you're going to start now. What's the way to get started in rock collecting?
Well, one way is to join a rock club. And here in this area, the Sedona Gem and Mineral Club is a great club to join. They meet at the library once a month. If you Google Sedona Gem and Mineral Club, you'll come up with their website and so forth. But they do field trips, and you're going out to known agate localities. We also collect fossils and crystals and other things. So you'll be going with people who are experienced, and you can pretty much have a productive trip.
Right, that's a good way. You can go with a guide, of course, with a group, with someone who's going to know that that rock is actually something special, or just pick up a book, right?
You could get a guidebook. Gem Trails of Arizona is a good book.
There you go.
And if you like a particular rock, look it up, and there'll be a map that'll take you to those areas.
See, easy peasy. You can get out in the fresh air and find, I mean, the rocks in Arizona are unbelievable. Pat, amazing collection. Thank you for letting us in. Really, really do appreciate it.
Well, you're certainly welcome. Thank you.
This is Pat McMahon. You must know this man. You must meet him. Check out agateswithinclusions.com. Check out the book, all the different identification photos on the website. You're going to love it. And we'll be right back, so don't go away.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
Welcome to salvation, to you as my companion on this evening, oblivion. Everyone around me kind of bores me, makes me lonely with my friends I never had. Backing up my Mustang, this says got no heart, it sucks you in, spits you out. I'm waiting, my destination is unknown. Going down the road to Mexico. Sorry, Mr. Officer, but I think you got it wrong. Just a little Texas boy, and I want to get home. Let me inside your mind in Texas anymore. Send my love to my home, but send my mail. We want a jail. Staring at the ceiling of the jail cell in my home, and not for now. It seems like forever. Sleeping on the floor with the rats growing up my leg. I wanna kill that officer. Sorry, Mr. Officer, but I'm gonna get revenge. This side of the border, 20 pesos get you dead. Let me instead I'll drink a toast to your threats. Send my love to my home, but send my mail. We want a jail. my love to my home, but send my mail. Do you wanna jail? In my destitution, suicide is a solution, but I'm a gambler. I'm not catching him. Sun is going down, and my problem will be solved by dawn, but not by justice. I smell liquor on his breath, and I knew it was my last chance. I begged him, give a damn man one last drink. Didn't need a glass with just a worm, and then he laughed. I pulled a switchblade from my foot and put it in his throat. Sorry, Mr. Officer, but I think you got it wrong. Just a lone Texas boy, and I want to get home. Let me and Sergio not in Texas anymore. Send my love to my home, but send my mail. Do you wanna jail?
Right on. That's Ed Cooper, everyone. Thank you for being in the studio.
Thank you
That
so
was
much.
cool.
Oh, thanks so much for
I
having me.
like that. Did you write that?
No, that is by former rhythm guitarist for Guns N' Roses, Gilby Clarke.
Get the heck out.
Yeah. It's kind of a B-side. I heard it on Alice Cooper's radio show one night, and I thought, oh, that'd be perfect for my solo act.
That is way too fun.
Yeah, it's a great story. Isn't
Oh my
it?
gosh, yeah, it's a really interesting story. I was, totally taken in by that. I love your style. You really get into it. I love it.
Oh, thank you very much.
He looks
Thank
like
you.
this mild, calm man who would speak softly, and you start singing. It's like, wow.
Thank you so much.
That's fantastic. Have you always been a rock and roller?
Yes. So much so that I kind of ignored other types of music, and as I became more of a musician, then I started appreciating stuff.
That's fun. I know that you play solo. You also play in a duo and a trio, and you're one of the lead guitarists for Cattywampus, one of my
Yes.
favorite groups.
Yeah.
So you are busy.
Very busy, yes.
Wow.
I have regular gigs at Page Spring Cellars, at the Hippie Emporium, and you can see me twice a month at Full Moon Saloon.
Right. If you go to edcoopermusic.com, you'll find the schedules there.
Absolutely.
So that's great. You can look you up on Facebook too. We can find your schedule there too.
That's right.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Facebook.com/EdCooperMusic and also Instagram.com/EdCooperMusic.
Sweet. I love a musician that's easy to get a hold of. I really do. Thank you so much for that. And I like that you're easy to find, when we're out and about. Of course, you're playing some of the more popular areas, which is great. And when you play solo, it's rock and roll.
Yeah, when I do solo, it's pretty much a straight rock kind of a thing. I do everything from like 50s rock to modern alternative rock.
Okay.
But yeah, and then when we do the Cattywampus thing, it's more of like a 30s pop and rock hits all the way to modern stuff.
Yeah, right. It is. It's really different. It's nice that you're able to swing that way.
It's the first time I have played electric guitar without distortion.
Wow.
It's been really good for me development-wise, but it was a big change.
Oh,
yeah.
well, good. Well, who are some of your influences before you got into it, when you said, I'm going to be a rock and roller?
Oh, geez, early stuff. Bob Dylan, Neil Young, Jimi Hendrix. Loved Led Zeppelin when I was a kid. Ate up all the Jimmy Page stuff, and then later on I got really into the Grateful Dead. Followed the Grateful Dead around for a while, like a lot of us in the '80s did.
Sure,
yeah.
I can definitely hear the Zeppelin in you. I can definitely hear the Hendrix in you when you sing, which is it's a nice blend. Of course, it's Ed Cooper, but I can feel the influences there, and that's why I was asking that question. It's like, I hear Zeppelin in that. That's
so
cool.
Kind to me.
Well, Jimi Hendrix, hello.
No kidding.
Come on, if you're going to be a rock and roller, Jimi Hendrix is coming in there somewhere.
Started everything. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. How long have you been playing?
Since I was 16, so
Nice.
36 years.
Wow.
I will be 50 in August.
No way.
Yep.
We look
Absolutely.
awesome.
Well, thank you.
Music is good to you.
Yeah. Living a life of self-expression is just generally healthy. Yes.
See, it is very healthy, communicating
makes you
through
happy.
music.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you played that song for us. What's the next song you're going to play?
I'm going to do Stray Cat Strut.
Oh,
by,
I love that song.
Stray Cats, Brian Setzer.
I love
really
that
great
song.
guitar player.
Oh, that's so fun. Thank you for playing a song I'd never heard before, because I swear I'd say I'd heard them all, because I'm a huge music buff since forever, of all sorts of genres. I know all the words to every song that ever comes on the radio ever. It's like I could win any game show, but a song that I don't know, it's really fun. And then a favorite song.
And it's a good song too. The Tijuana Jail actually works really well. Nobody knows it, but it's a good enough song that everybody gets into it.
Oh yeah, by the end you're like, Tijuana Jail.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much
it's wonderful
for
to
having
have
me,
you
Jen.
on the show.
Oh,
Make sure you go to
appreciate it.
edcoopermusic.com, check him out, his schedule, find him on Facebook, find him on Instagram. Really, really great guy. He's all over the place, so make sure you check out his schedule. Thank you very much for watching the Verde Valley Experience. As always, we really appreciate you joining us. Check us out at verdevalleytv.com, at myradioplace.com, at YouTube. We'll see you again next time.
Blacking on stray cats sitting on the fence. Ain't got enough to pay the rent. I'm flat broke, but I don't care. Strut right by with my tail in the air. Stray cat strut, stray cat. Feel like dancing overhead, man, that's right. Shoe thrown at me from a mean old man. Take my dinner from a garbage can. Don't bother chasing mice around. Sneak down the alley looking for a fight. Down to the moonlight on a hot summer night. Singing the blues while the lady cats cry. Wild stray cat, real gone guy. Wish I could be as carefree and wild. Got cat class and I got cat style. Don't bother chasing mice around. Down the alley looking for a fight. Down to the moonlight on a hot summer night. Singing the blues while the lady cats cry. Wild stray cat, you gone guy. Wish I could be as carefree and wild. Got cat class and I got cat style.